हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
साधारण संकल्प कितने होते, लेकिन एक अटेंशन रखना कि अगर मानो आपका आज का दिन जमा खाता बहुत कम हुआ, तो कम देख करके दिल शिकस्त हो जाएंगे ना, होंगे। दिल शिकस्त नहीं होना, और ये समझो कि अभी भी हमको चांस है जमा कर अपने को उमंग उत्साह में लाओ, अपने आप से रेस करो दूसरे से, अपने आप से रेस करो कि आज अगर 8 घंटे जमा हुए तो कल 10 घंटे दिल शिकस्त नहीं होना, क्योंकि अभी फिर भी समय है जमा कर। अभी भूले का बोल नहीं लगा, फाइनल रिजल्ट का टाइम अभी अनाउंस नहीं हुआ है। जैसे लौकिक में पेपर की डेट फाइनल हो जाती है ना, तो बच्चे पूछ रहे थे क्या करते हैं, दिल शिकस्त होते हैं या पुरुषार्थ में आगे बढ़ते। तो आप भी दिल शिकस्त नहीं बन, और ही उत्साह में आकर के दृढ़ संकल्प करो कि मुझे अपने जमा का खाता बनाना ही है, समझा?
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success, right to the fortune of the kingdom. In this Brahmin life, whoever uses their time in a worthwhile way, as a result of using their time fruitfully, claim a right to the fortune of the kingdom for the full time. Those who use their time in a worthwhile way remain constantly healthy for many births. They will not stop breathing while just moving along. They will not have a heart failure. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today is day 28. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Today's topic, right to the fortune of the kingdom. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone okay? Doing well? Such a great blessing because every evening you are in a Vyakti Parivar. So you keep well, right? Because you are well, you could attend, or because you attend, you are well. Both connected, right? So we had been listening to so many very subtle signals. Baba had been talking about subtle powers. Baba had been talking about subtle signals, Vyakti signal and subtle signals. So everything is becoming very, very subtle. There is so much expansion. And our intellect also had to be used in many different directions. But we still remain very focused. Now when Baba says use time in worthwhile way, I think that generally most of us will say we definitely use our time in worthwhile way. But then at confluence age, the importance of time is different than of golden age, silver age, copper age, iron age. In golden age, how do we spend our time? Beautifully, right? Wake up in the morning, go for a walk, listen to the music of birds. Must be very beautiful. Shirin had been asking a lot about golden age. I think that we could experience that even now at confluence age. Completely fresh air. Yes, it's hot. We are in air condition. But if we go out, Last night we had full moon here. So I was walking outside. It was so pleasant, very cool and quiet. And there are about 11,000 Baba's children already here. But the side where we are in Shantivan is quiet. Unless people come to meet Dadi Ratan Mohini or Brijwan Bhai, because then they are bigger crowds. So it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So enjoying even the nectar hours in Shantivan is beautiful. So, but the time, the value of time of confluence is different. I cannot just say, oh, I am having a good experience of golden age. It's early morning here for us. So we start whatever it is, the program at 4:30 until 6 o'clock. Now, 2-3 hours, or since I woke up, it's almost even 3 hours. But the time spent in golden age will be more, even if it's happiness beyond our sense organs. But it's a kind of happiness. But at confluence age, it's not just happiness. Confluence age is age. There are two purposes. One is soul has to become complete. But the other purpose also is to serve maximum through our thoughts, words, and actions. So every breath, every moment is spent to serve. So Baba is talking about use of the time in a worthwhile way. What is worthwhile way? That because your thought is pure, and purity is a quality, the vibrations of that definitely helps us. So every thought filled with one of the virtue, a thought full of love, a thought full of peace. It's only at confluence age we will think that way. In all other ages, even if there are thoughts of virtues, but it's completely different. And we know at confluence age, there is a reward and the return of every second, every thought. And it's not only 1 to 1, but actually it is 1 to 10, 1 to 100, depends, right? So let us see what Baba wants us to do in this Brahmin life. Whoever uses their time in a worthwhile way, as a result of using their time fruitfully, claim a right to the fortune of kingdom for full time. Full time is starting from confluence age or starting from golden age. Actually, if you are able to have self-sovereignty now at confluence age, that's your kingdom. You're not depending on anything for any purpose. Independence enjoying your fortune. Baba says those who use their time in a worthwhile way remain constantly healthy for many births. They will not stop breathing while just moving or doing something. They will not have a heart failure. Many times Baba says the best way to leave body is heart failure. But then now what Baba is saying, because it's not like Dadi Janki always used to say, where do you leave body? One sister went to do some wholesale shopping for the center. And in the shop, she didn't realize she was on the first floor and there was a big hole and she fell through and had head injury, lot of bleeding left body. So Dadi said, why she had to be in that shop at that moment? That means if somewhere she was more connected with herself, she wouldn't have left body there. She would have reached home at Baba's home because she was at center with Brahmin family and leave body. How you leave body, where you also leave body is important. At Baba's home, the vibrations are different, right? I mean, anyway, there is heart failure, which we call as soul leaving body. But leaving heart or having heart failure suddenly somewhere is not considered to be very fortunate. We have the example of Brahma Baba, that how he left body. So we all have to keep aim, health, breath, and every moment has to be used in a worthwhile way. Om Shanti.
Shanti Didi, good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
My fortune, I'm with you again today.
Yes, my pleasure.
I loved something you just shared. You were asking us the question, what does it mean to spend your time in a worthwhile way? And you connected time with pure thought. If you have pure thoughts, then all your time is spent in a worthwhile way. Would you like to share more? So that was, I thought, very, very interesting what Didi was sharing about time. That really time is connected, as a Brahmin, time is connected with pure thoughts. Because she was sharing that in the golden age, like you think about the golden age, and yes, you have to think about the golden age, but you really have to use time differently. The value of time is different in the confluence age, and it can't just be all about, taking walks in the golden age, which would be very nice to remember taking walks in the golden age. Didi, would you like to share more about connecting time and pure thoughts?
One of the point I like when Baba says that when you serve, you should be also served. And when you are serving yourself, world should be served. So I connect serving the self and serving the world. That means every thought, whether it is purity or love or peace, you are serving yourself, accumulating, becoming the embodiment. But then same time, the vibrations of those thoughts are serving others. Like when I woke up and I said, really whole world at this time is in anger, or, they're trying to define what's going on, who is right, who is wrong. But no one is really thinking about peace. They're thinking which side, which bombs, all the way the world is getting divided. Now, such thoughts, which I think that, we live in this world, so we need to know what's going on. But you cannot just, engage your intellect so much in that,
Right.
right? But while all that is going on, surf through your thoughts. That is thoughts of peace, thoughts of love, thoughts of purity. So every thought, the vibrations will spread and serve the world. It will keep you calm and cool. It will keep you free from any concerns or worries, but also you are serving the world. So I feel that every thought which serves you, around you, the atmosphere, and the world in general is most valuable, right?
Wonderful. Yeah, it's a really nice way of looking at things. How do you spend your time as you just figure out your thoughts? The other thing that you said, and you briefly mentioned about subtle signals and subtle powers. Can you give us a couple of examples of subtle powers?
Within these 2-3 days, Baba did mention about subtle powers. That means there are powers like use of eyes and use of hands and, through these organs. But then subtle powers are abilities within the soul, subtle power of thought, subtle power of intellect, power to discern, and a very, very deep influence of our sanskars. So subtle powers are mind, body, mind, intellect, and sanskars, And of course, then it will be vibrations. It could be attitude. So attitude is very subtle power. You have attitude for someone. It's not visible, but it's felt. It has a strong vibrations, attitude, right? So these are very subtle powers, vibrations. Now, presence of every person creates different energy, right? Different atmosphere. So presence also is vibrations. So subtle power are these powers.
And how about subtle signals?
Spoken, not spoken, in the sense that, like even Baba had been talking of treasures now, of the thought, of time, of breath. But how, these are like our abilities. Now, I have to take them to maximum. That means your thought, if you had been practicing and creating that stage, every thought, not only it will get accomplished, but it has unlimited capacity. Thought can be just thought. Like generally, even a big tree is from just one seed, right?
Right.
But if the seed is very, very powerful, then all the fruits which come out of that tree, every seed will be very powerful. From one seed, just imagine how many fruits. And from those fruits, how many seeds can emerge. So whether we call it capacity or we can call ability, it enhances. So you think, have few words, No, you have just few thoughts about some service planning is done because the power which your thoughts have. So when Baba gives us these kinds of subtle signals, which we had been reading these days, they are very subtle. Some are not able to, they think, well, these are points from Murli, and they listen and they read in that way, points of Murli. But I find while reading, there is so much subtlety in that.
Right.
So Baba is giving a signal that quality of our efforts should be very subtle.
Hmm. Didi, in today's Murli, Sakar Murli, Baba said that if you are body conscious, your intellect doesn't function very well. And so when Didi sharing about these very subtle signals in the Murli, like, to really be able to, and it's amazing that only God can do this. Whether someone is 1 year in Gyan or 60 years in Gyan, we all get to listen to the same Murli and read the same Murli. And the difference is this very subtlety because of soul consciousness that Didi is really talking about. One of the things that always amazes me about the Murli is we must have heard the Murli so many times in the past, but it's almost like if you read it today, you feel, this is the first time I'm listening to it. You feel that way. And also you get so many new things from it. Did you hear that, Didi? Should I repeat?
No, I had.
Okay.
I think that when it is eternal truth is always connect with the present moment. That means any time the truth is there, but because our stage is different, we are ascending. So we are able to understand depth of Murli, signals from Murli, meaning in a different way, understanding in a better way. So all that actually happens because our level of purity is increasing, our, sense or distaste from the world is increasing. Our faith in Baba is more and more deeper. So because we are also changing, but then when we listen, we find, oh, I didn't know this point. I missed that point. Like you, as you are discovering something from that eternal truth. So sounds very different. Yeah?
Mm. Connected to today's Murli, Baba was talking about radium, which would be yesterday's Murli for you. Baba was talking about radium clocks and, making a big clock. And he was talking about hiring artists and getting pictures made. Do you think those directions are still valid now?
Why not? We can also think of, recently someone had suggestion and she was able to do in Times Square that Ram Prakash on 9/11, I think. So she had thought that she got it done, even it was just for a day or an hour, something like that. So we all should really think big now. We had been so comfortable with just giving courses, counting number of Brahmins, and thinking about maybe taking care of our spaces. But I think whenever Baba, whatever Baba says, it's for that time, It's for this time. Even when it comes to pictures, I think that if you come up with something new, I remember Dadi Prakash Mani, whenever I came, let's do something new. Let's do something different. Let's do something unlimited. So I'm sure we can, it's valid for present time also.
Right. Today
We
I was
should-
really hearing it, Didi, when Baba was saying in the Murli, Sakar Murli, serviceable children should think about fast service, serviceable children should be on call, all of those. And I was thinking, okay, Baba, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Yeah. No, actually, somewhere we are going fast, but somewhere we are going slow too.
Right.
I was mentioning in New York in 1986 when we did this Million Minutes of Peace appeal, and we had big program in St. John the Divine Cathedral. Hall was 10,000 people. We wanted that hall, and we were only about 20 of us. And we didn't have any facility, no car, nothing. And today we have everything. And we don't want even to rent a big hall to do a program. We don't have like, how will we publicize? Will we get, number of people or, so I think somewhere it's not same way we have to do things, but
Yes.
we have to do bigger things, definitely.
Yes.
When else will we do?
Yeah, I totally agree. We had a national service forum today, and we were talking about a unified service theme. And the topic came up is, should we hire PR companies from outside? And, when Dalai Lama was just a refugee from Tibet in India, and he was not well known at all. How did he become so well known? Someone actually did PR for him. Like someone, went up there and did PR for him. And so many of us were talking about it, that because when we do something, we have a lot of blind spots, and we tend to talk to each other, and we tend to talk about what we think people need to hear. But when someone from outside is guiding us, I feel it's a very different guidance that we can get.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I don't disagree, but I don't totally agree too. Because in the past, whenever we have hired people to do something, our everything is different. Our knowledge is different. Our style is different. Even if you bring an accountant from outside who is not Brahmins and tell him to do accounts, he won't know. He won't believe what our thinking is, because today's thinking is loan, in the sense of take as much loan you can and spend it and live on that interest and loan. And ours is no, you don't need to, you shouldn't. So I think our thinking is so different that PR companies are not very successful. I remember once or twice using PR companies. Our program came up better than what PR company was doing. Now, one of the good things is if a Brahmin who is expert in designing or expert in social media, if they do something, I think would be more successful. And maybe this brother, from Malaysia, who gave training to everyone, maybe
Right.
he come up with a flyer or a theme or something, because that pure energy in our products, in our printing, our publicity is very, very important. Other could give us the name, but not necessarily it will touch the souls. When
Right.
it touches the souls, then they come and they become Baba's children. We should think different ways. There are many ways, but not necessarily PR companies, and also then we say why Baba's children's money should be spent. If it's our own or if it's our contact souls, then we can experiment, but not just any PR
Not just
company.
randomly pick one. Yes. Yes. Maybe some of the people we served in Images and Voices of Hope.
Yeah, that's true too. There are a
Yeah.
lot of such people. Yeah.
It's always a
So,
pleasure talking to you, Didi.
well,
Both.
it's pleasure. Yes.
Om
Okay.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
किसका नहीं तू प्यारा, सबका तू ही सहारा। किसका नहीं तू प्यारा, सबका तू ही सहारा। परमात्मा तुम ही हो, परमात्मा तुम ही हो। शिव नाम है तुम्हारा, किसका नहीं तू प्यारा, सबका तू ही सहारा। तुमने ही भेद खोले, सारे अगम निगम के हैं छट गए कुहासे। अज्ञान और भरम के गीता का ज्ञान सूरज आबू से है निहारा। किसका नहीं तू प्यारा, सबका तू ही सहारा। एक पल की याद में है बेहद का सुख समाया। उसे और चाहिए क्या, जिसने है तुमको पाया। संतोष शांति सुख की बहती अजस्र धारा। किसका नहीं तू प्यारा, सबका तू ही सहारा।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avikti Parivar. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Shirin Ben, for wonderful chit chat. And now, another Baba's meeting is coming up, and we will be having again Double Foreigners Madhuban online program. So it will start from 29th of October to November 10th. So we have different classes and different panels and everything. So we will connect through Madhuban Online YouTube channel, or if you would like to join through Vikti Parivar Zoom, you're welcome to do so. As the time difference, it will be it will be 8:30 Eastern time in USA, and here it's evening time. So that's the one of the timing for the classes. So that's the class we will join through Vikti Parivar to Double Founders online program. And as soon as we get the schedule, we'll let you all know. Tomorrow is Sunday, and our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sankar Murli, followed by a meditation book offering, then English Avek Murli. Evening 6 p.m. Bhakti will start, followed by Spotlight Drishti sharing Hindi series, English series Avek the Journey, Chit Chat, and Sister sharing Murli revision. So now let's Avik Murli, welcome to Avik the Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 31st of October 1971. Facing Maya's power, using the willpower of experience. Do you know the spiritual drill? Just as those who have the practice of doing physical exercises can mold their body as and when they wish within 1 second, in the same way, can those who have the practice of doing the spiritual drill stabilize their intellect in the stage they wish and to the percentage they wish within 1 second? Have you become such an ever-ready spiritual military? If you receive an order now to stabilize yourself in the incorporeal, viceless, and egoless stage, are you able to stabilize yourself? Or do the corporeal body, the corporeal world, and sinful thoughts pull you towards themselves even against your conscious wish? Are you able to go beyond the attraction of the body within 1 second? The basis of victory or defeat is 1 second. So can you win the game of 1 second? Do you consider yourself to be victorious to this extent? Do you consider yourself to be wealthy with all powers to this extent? Or do you still have to become completely wealthy? The children of the bestower are always full of all treasures of wealth. Do you consider yourself to be like this? Or do the sanskars of having been a bhagat or a beggar for 63 births still emerge sometimes? I want Baba's help. I want blessings. I want cooperation. I want power. You do not constantly want something, do you? Does the word want seem right for the children of the bestower of fortune, and the bestower of blessings? Now, you have to become the bestowers of fortune and the bestower of blessings and donate something or give a blessing to every soul of the world. Even now, you should not have the thought of wanting this or that. The children of the best steward are full of all powers. This stage of fullness brings the stage of perfection close. Do you consider yourselves to be the special souls out of the entire world who are loved by the Father and who are unique to all other souls? What is the difference between ordinary souls and special souls? Do you know this difference? The speciality of special souls, which should be visible in a practical form, is that they experience themselves to be constantly full of all powers. The praise, "There is nothing lacking in the treasure store," is of this time. Only when you make yourself full of all powers will you be complete with all virtues, complete with all physical wealth, and you attain the complete stage of the future. This is why, in order to make yourselves like this, you have especially come to this bhakti. Whatever you are lacking in yourself should be transformed into having been attained. Or do you still experience something to be lacking? This attainment will remain eternally, will it not? Attainment means attainment. Om Shanti.
Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Write to the fortune of the kingdom. In this Brahmin life, whoever uses their time in a worthwhile way, as a result of using their time fruitfully, claim a right to the fortune of the kingdom for the full time. Those who use their time in a worthwhile way remain constantly healthy for many births. They will not stop breathing while just moving along. They will not have a heart failure.
हर खजाने को सफल कर सफलता मूर्त बनो। राज्य अधिकारी इस ब्राह्मण जीवन में जो समय को सफल करते हैं वह समय की सफलता के फल स्वरूप राज्य भाग्य का फुल समय राज्य अधिकारी बनते हैं। जो श्वास सफल करते हैं वह अनेक जन्म सदा स्वस्थ रहते हैं। कभी चलते चलते श्वास बंद नहीं होगा, हार्ट फेल नहीं होगा। ओम शांति।
सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर। व्यर्थ न जाए जीवन अपना, व्यर्थ न जाए जीवन अपना, पल पल को आबाद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर।
Om Shanti Mohini Didi, good night.